In 2022, Unity spent $4.4 billion in stock to acquire ironSource, a move that was supposed to transform the company into a full-stack advertising powerhouse alongside its dominant game engine. Tonight, after market close, Unity announced it's shutting down the ironSource ads network effective April 30th and putting the Supersonic publishing business up for sale. That's a pretty extraordinary admission that one of the largest acquisitions in gaming tech history didn't work out as planned. But here's the twist. The preliminary Q1 2026 numbers that came with this announcement were significantly above guidance. Revenue is expected at $505 to $508 million versus the $480 to $490 million the company had guided for. Adjusted EBITDA is coming in at $130 to $135 million, well above the $105 to $110 million range. So the market is getting two signals at once. The old strategy failed and the new one is already working. In my opinion, that's a genuinely interesting setup. But turnarounds are called turnarounds because they're not guaranteed. This is not financial advice. Everything here is based on our opinion and our own research. To understand why this matters, you need to know what Unity has been through over the last 2 years. In September 2023, under former CEO John Riccitiello, the company announced a runtime fee, essentially charging developers per game installation. The developer community erupted. Studios publicly threatened to leave the platform. Trust was shattered overnight, and Riccitiello resigned within weeks. In January 2024, Unity cut 1,800 employees, roughly 25% of the entire workforce, as part of what management called a company reset. Matthew Bromberg, formerly of Zynga, took over as CEO in May 2024 with a mandate to rebuild. And to his credit, what he's done since then appears to be working. He's refocused the company on two core pillars: the game engine itself, Create Solutions, and Vector, Unity's AI-powered advertising platform that's separate from the legacy ironSource network. The Q1 numbers show that this focused strategy is gaining traction. Strategic Grow, which includes Vector, is expected to grow 48% year over year in Q1. Strategic Create, the engine business, is expected to grow 14%. Unity 6, the latest version of the engine, is seeing the fastest adoption in the company's history, according to management. The parts of the business that actually matter are accelerating, and there's now a clear argument that the ironSource assets were dragging down the overall picture. Vector is the piece of the story that I think deserves the most attention. It's Unity's AI-driven ad monetization platform, and it made up 56% of the Grow segment's revenue in Q4 2025. Management has set a target for Vector to reach a $1 billion annual run rate by the end of 2026, which is aggressive but not disconnected from the current growth trajectory if the 48% year-over-year pace in Strategic Grow continues. What makes Vector different from the legacy ironSource network is that it's built on Unity's proprietary data and AI infrastructure, meaning it's more integrated with the engine ecosystem and harder for competitors to replicate by shutting down the ironSource ads network and selling Supersonic. Unity is essentially saying Vector is the future and everything else is a distraction. In my opinion, that kind of clarity is valuable after years of strategic confusion at this company. But I'd also note that ad tech is fiercely competitive, and the gaming advertising market specifically has players like AppLovin, Google, and Meta all fighting for the same developer spend. Vector needs to keep delivering results quarter after quarter to justify the narrative shift. The risks here are real, and I want to lay them out honestly. First, execution. Shutting down an entire business segment while simultaneously scaling a replacement platform is operationally complex. Advertisers and publishers who relied on the ironSource network need to transition, and any disruption during that process could create short-term revenue headwinds. Second, trust. The Runtime Fee fiasco did real damage to Unity's relationship with developers, and while Bromberg has made progress rebuilding it, competitors benefited directly from that crisis. Epic's Unreal Engine gained ground, demand, and the open source Godot engine saw a massive surge in adoption. Some of those developers may never come back. Third, the broader AI question. Unity is using AI to strengthen its platform today, but there's a longer-term scenario where generative AI tools reduce the need for traditional game engines altogether. That's speculative and probably years away, but it's worth keeping in mind as part of the competitive landscape. And fourth, this is still a company that has gone through enormous upheaval, a CEO change, massive layoffs, a failed acquisition, a community trust crisis, all within about 2 years. Stability needs to be earned, not assumed. So where do I come down on this? In my opinion, tonight's announcement is the clearest signal yet that Unity under Bromberg is a fundamentally different company than it was under Riccitiello. The ironSource exit is painful, but necessary. Removes complexity, sharpens the growth profile, and lets the market evaluate Unity on the parts of the business that are actually working. The Q1 beat on both revenue and EBITDA shows that the focused strategy is translating into results, not just narrative. If Vector continues on its current trajectory and the engine business keeps growing at low to mid-teens, Unity could look like a very different stock a year from now. But turnarounds require consistent execution over multiple quarters, and this company has given investors plenty of reasons to be cautious over the past few years. I think the setup is interesting, but I also think patience is warranted. I could be wrong about how this plays out. This isn't financial advice. Do your own research. Drop a comment and let us know which stock you want us to analyze next.